What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? How you doing? Monday. What up, chat? Trading to the 4-hour civvies right now. What up, chat? What up, chat? We have the 1-hour gap. The 1-hour gaps are interesting. I want to see these flip, I think. See the 4-hour civvy right here. I feel like we should reach lower, chat. We do have the monthly gaps down here. I don't know if we want to reach for those, though. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Lambo? Zachy, what's up? What up, Charmaine? Hurt nobody. I see God in you. I see God in me. Hurt nobody. Yeah, this looks weaker. Got one. Got one. Got all it down if you got one. What up, what up, what up? I think I like lower, chat. So they were bearish? I think so. Think so. We pushed up. We pushed up into this nice 4-hour internal. And then it looks like it's flipping here. How was your weekend? It was good. What did I do this weekend? What did I do this weekend? I can't think. I was basically with my girlfriend the whole weekend. We went out for her mom's birthday. Then I was at her house. Yesterday I came back to my spot and then we kind of just hung around. We got ice cream. It was cool. NG Pits, what's up? Alias 1 PFG, 1 hour FG. Yeah, we have this, but I want to see a flip. ES is much weaker, chat. You see the weakness? Look at the 1 hour candle in ES compared to NQ. So if I'm a short, I want to short ES. I don't know if it's gonna come up and reach for this though. I'm looking for continuation shorts, right? We don't see any range right now. Price isn't range bound, so I'm not gonna look for a range protocol or a reversal model. Price is trendy. Really, this is a 4-hour internal retracement to potentially continue lower to the 4-hour external this week. If we're wrong, we're wrong, but this is selling hard. So there's this 5-minute Cibi we could potentially trade off of. If not, there's going to be another one that forms. We got room to the lows too. Is this a 1-hour swing? It is a 1-hour swing. So that could be a TP1. You can fly. We'll see. I gotta see what the entry is. You could fly with me. Oh, this would be beautiful, chat. If we get this push up into the 5-minute and then it flips on the 1-minute, textbook. Get it. Give us a nice bullish gap up right here. That'd be beautiful. Bullish gap into the 5-minute. We could fly. You could fly with me. Fly. Give us a nice bullish gap. Give us a nice little bullish gap. Come on now. Be good. Be good. Give us a little 5-minute gap tag. Yeah. Do it. Make a fly. Do it. Do it. Yeah, NQ definitely feels stronger, chat. You could slide. You could slide with me. You could slide with me. Mondays are never good, chat. Mondays are never good. Will today be the exception? Beautiful. Exactly what we asked for into the 5-minute Cibi. Now, is it going to respect the 5-minute Cibi? Beautiful, 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 chat. I'm gonna make it fly. We are bouncing off this 1-hour BISI, which is not a great. That's one argument against shorts here. Five min to 1 min ain't gonna work, bro. Don't take the trade, man. I don't even smoke, but my bro got out on him. Smelling like dope again. I don't even smoke, but my bro got out on him. We have the 1-hour BISI. That's the only thing that's concerning here. Other than that, we have decent arguments for lower. We still have the daily swing. Daily swing here. 4-hour internal. Are we gonna flip this 1-hour gap? We could wait for that to flip to short, but it's gonna be deep by then. Why does it keep doing that? Smelling like dope again. I don't even smoke, but my bro got out on him. Let me know. I don't know again. Smelling like dope again. Really, the only knock I have on this is the 1 hour busy. If we come back down, it's a good argument against it. Let's see if we keep going higher or what. Right now, the 1 hour gap is holding. You heard that. Oh, that was a volume imbalance. I don't know what had that marked. Yeah, right now NQ is leading stronger, hence bullish SMT on the NASDAQ. 1 hour gap is holding. Let's see if we flip or if we fall through higher. Bum, 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 bum. Will you drive me when I need a ride? Song's a banger. Chat, you gotta deal with me singing. I'm sorry. Just part of the stream at this point. My only knock is the 1 hour gap. That's it. That's the only knock I have. Fresh, baby. Put you in my plans, baby. I could be a man, cause I am. When you land, baby. Shawty, put that on me. Do it again. Do it again. I'm trying this if it confirms. We're offside. We'll realign. We got 2 hour. We got 2 hour a day, chat. That's the beauty. I don't know if NQ's leading or just more volatile right now, but I could say when they walk in. Let's see if we confirm this chat. NQ's confirming already. Oh my, what a gross close, because now this next candle might leave us. We might have to chase this next candle if it falls through hard. NQ low-key leading, chat. How? I am. NQ is always the leader. That's not necessarily true. Not always. Sometimes it's relative strength and weakness. When I say leader, I mean weakness and strength. Whichever is leading in the direction of the trade. No confirmation might save us. Let's see what happens here. It's that 1 hour busy. Hey operator, what's on my radar? Are we gonna get a banger chat or are we gonna hit stop? How you guys doing, by the way? How's everyone else's weekend? You guys asked about mine. I didn't ask about yours. That's crazy. Hope your guys' weekends were good, man. Let me know what you guys did this weekend. I'm watching this. If it confirms, I'll give it a try. Like I said, chat, we have 2 losses in the day. That's the beauty. So even if we're offside and this ends up pumping, we'll get back on side. We have another chance with longs. It's the beauty of our loss limit. The max we can lose in a day is 2R, and I will never break that rule, chat. You will never see it happen. I'm about to take this. Limit order set, chat. Might have to chase if it runs. See if this candle opens up. If this candle doesn't open up, I gotta drag it. Okay, we opened up. Hopefully this doesn't just pump right back up. We're giving this a try, chat. Curse the created by. Anyways, you didn't take the first ES inversion. I'm just watching. Wait, where? Oh, I just like more confirmation. That's all it is. If we have 2 like this might go straight to stop if we pump hard here, chat. If we have 2 inversions like this, I take the lower one. This might go straight to stop. That's a horrible candle. Good wick. Good wick. Yeah, we don't want to see that candle close up. Wick back down. I don't want to see this candle close up. Because we just confirmed that it should fall through. Yeah, if this pushes back up, we're probably offside, chat. It might end up falling through higher off the 1 hour gap. Kinda in a gray area where I feel like we could flip this 1 hour gap and come down, but there is a chance this just pumps right up to stop and we flip bias. Like I said, that's why we give ourselves 2 tries in a day. So if this 1 hour BISI respects, is gonna pump up. So I'm in with a little bit less confirmation bias wise, but that's fine. That's why we get 2R in a day. Yeah, this looks bad. This looks like this 1 hour gap might hold. We flipped and it just didn't fall through. If that's the case, this 1 hour BISI might hold and we might push up and have the wrong bias. Rain operator. This is cooked. The higher time frame is bullish. Not if we flip that 1 hour, but yeah, we do have the 1 hour BISI. We mentioned that. Rain operator. If this pushes up, like I said, chat, we might have to flip bias. We'll see. That went straight to stop. Jeez. This confirmed the inversion and went straight to stop. That's cooked, chat. We'll see what the next trade is. Straight stop on that. That just wicked by a tick. Looks cooked though. We're respecting the 1 hour gap. That would have been nice if the confirmation kept us out. Alright, we're out of that. We got 1 more R on the day. Baby girl, I got to know ya. Is it If this pushes up, then we might have to flip bias. She cold like the winner, like my girl chocolate little, the girl like vanilla, I'm a trap star. Here comes everyone telling me how to trade in the chat. Let's go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. I'm a track star, guys, and girl in the sprinter. So fun for dinner, hey. Say hello language, Apple Pay and Cash App. We have the 4 hour gaps, the 1 hour BISI's holding. This is an interesting spot bias wise. There's no way we get stop hunted, right, chat? There's just no way that happens again. 2 weeks in a row. That would be nasty, bro. We got 1 hour left. If I take another minus 1 hour, I'm just off. Bust it over. Mondays hate me. Alright, let me throw this in the journal. cold like the winter. Like my girl, chocolate, I like that vanilla on my chest. Frankie's gonna SMT. Let's see here. We'll wait for some clarity, chat. On my chest, get in. Oh my, we're gonna get stop hunted. There's no way. Nah, that's nasty, chat. This is about to be nasty. NQ's gonna SMT too. Oh. Say hello language, Apple Pay, Cash App. Sorry girl, I ain't about that life. I gotta run it up. Yeah, man, should be coming. This is two. If this runs a PT, this will be 2 sessions in the last like 4 days we've been stop hunted hard. Let's see though. I'm not gonna rush back into a short. I want to see this confirmed lower really, because as of right now, this 5 minutes choppy. Wire Monday's always ass, man. Bro, this is about to be nasty. We'll see if it confirms down and we can try something else. We have the 1 hour gap still on NQ too, bro. Yeah, chat, that's gross. Can we all agree that's disgusting? Look at this. Gross. It's too much, girl. It's too much, girl. Did NQ? Yeah, we'd still be in NQ. That's nasty. We would still be in NQ. Nice. It's not annoying at all, chat. It's not annoying at all. Bro, it's crazy. That's 2 sessions. That's like 2 sessions in a row. I don't know if it was last session or it was the session before that. Baby bus, they be coming in clutch. If this forms, we can try another. If it does some nasty shit like that again, I'm just off. That's just bad delivery, chat. We just got stop on it. It's too much, girl. It's too much. It's too much, girl. Now we have the 1 hour Bissy on NQ, so we just want to make sure that this is actually staying under and falling through lower. Because if it bounces here, it could, like, this could be a bounce off the 1 hour gap. Sorry, girl, about that life. Let's see. The 1 hour gaps are the tough part here. Tough spot. 4 hour should be holding. All the bands that be coming in. If you wanna have fun, I don't necessarily agree that the higher time frame is bullish. The 4 hour order flow is bearish. Traded into the 4 hour internal. The only bullish argument is that 1 hour gap, which we have noted. Talk about this and that. Wow. I be making money moves. Talking about that with some move. Every time I'm in the mood. What you my shoe? Chat, we're getting hoed. There's no other way to describe it other than being hoed. A lot of people really thought I would never make it. This is the type of stuff that tilts people, bro, but I know the markets are gonna market. Like, obviously it's annoying. We can sit here and objectively say This is a frustrating thing to happen. But like, we can all come together and agree that. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna let it affect me. We can acknowledge it's annoying, yeah, sure. But I'm not gonna make decisions based on this to try and make it back. I'm gonna wait for another setup that checks every box, and I'll try it again if we get it. And sometimes you're gonna wait for the next setup that checks every box, and you're gonna get stop hunted again, or you're gonna get another loss. And that's trading, but your job is to just manage the risk, and if that's the case, I just hop off. I had delivery Mondays. There's gonna be days like this where we take 2 losses and we get off. We literally, I've been streaming for a month. I don't think we've had a day like that where we take 2 L's and get off. We've had days where we take a loss, but hitting both 2 losses in a row and then getting off. We haven't had a day like that. We're due for it. We literally haven't had a losing day, like a -2 day. It's gonna happen, chat. Like, you guys need to be okay with losing, and you need to be able to lose like this. Who knows if this goes to PT or not, but either way, that stop hunted the high, right? You need to be able to take those L's to the chin, because the markets are gonna market. I say it every day. I don't like this delivery at all, though. Now we're not creating the cibbies. This is bad price, man. Mondays are really annoying. Now we're respecting the 1 hour BISI on NASDAQ after flipping that low. This is the 4 hour candle open, chat. It's a new 4 hour candle. Got some time off, girl. It's been so long. You have fun, cause I'm gonna need a cash just to get me home. If we're gonna go lower, you want to see this 4 hour candle open up high. You want that feeling bad? Still got it for you. Still got it for you. It's better that you know I still got it for you. Chat, you see how even when we take losses though, the trades go in our favor? Like, the bias is generally right. It's very rarely that I'm like offside and have to switch. It happens. Like, I'm not always onside perfect, but I'm onside at a very high level. I'll say 90% of the time the bias is accurate. There are times when we come to the session, we take a trade and we're on the wrong bias, we gotta flip. But it's generally, if we get stopped, more often than not, we have the correct bias and the delivery is bad. Right now, it's in the middle about bias. I'm unsure of what's gonna happen here, honestly. Because I like the way this 4 hour candle is opening up high. If we're gonna go lower, you want to see this open high, low close. But we also have the 1 hour gaps. ES is literally, look at the differences right now. ES is literally flipping the gap below it, and NQ still respecting. But if we're gonna short, I definitely still like ES. We kind of just got hoed on the shorts. I'm not blunt, but how real is that? You want that feeling bad? And even though we let it go, it's better that you know I still got it for you. And even though we let it go, it's better that you know I still got it for you. I still got it for you. I still got it for you. I still like lower, chat. 4 hour candle just opened high. Like I said, you want to see that high get put in on this 4 hour candle if we're gonna go lower. Problem is, we have like no signatures to short. We would have to just play this inversion short. You'd have to play an inversion without the actual narrative here. You break even those lows and then trade into Asia. I need some form of narrative. Tell me what you want. I might long. I'm not long bias here yet. There's much more arguments for me to see lower. that can change, right? If more information comes when we put in new structure to the highs, then yes, I'll flip long bias. But right now, there's nothing that's telling me to long. Literally, the only singular argument, in my opinion, you guys could have for longs is the 1 hour BISI right here, and ES already closed below it. Other than that, 4 hour bearish order flow, bearish internal being respected, wick down. 4 hour new candle. If we want to see this go lower, it should open high. Daily, flipped bearish into these lows. Haven't taken out the lows yet, so I can't see it yet. If it happens and we push up, then I'll flip bias, but right now I can't. There's no arguments for me yet other than this. Look at me like I'm the only one in the world. Like I'm the only one. This is bad price though. I'm really not liking the way this is moving right now today. This is, I mean, we moved a little on this candle, yeah, but look at ES. Since 9:35 we've been internal, so this is gonna need to make a move for me to want to put on another trade. I mean, right now we're just trading in range. See if we can break the range or what. But it got in my head, I'm still bearish bias. Mondays are this chemistry. There's a lot of I said. I'm right back. This is bad. This is really bad, chat. Just bad delivery right off open. We come up into the 4 hour internal, wick down. Just 5-minute chop. Until we break this range, it's not going to be good. This is a very, very small civvy. We could potentially short off that into here. This would be your break even, and then this would be your TP, but I hate how we're choppy. We might get chopped up and take the -2 hour day though, if this confirms, not gonna lie. I want to see this break the range, chat. I want to see this break the range, and then I might be open to shorting again. But right now, this is straight chop. If we confirm down here though, I'll give this a try into Asia lows, and then if that gets cooked, I'm off, because that's just bad price. Because we got stop hunted hard right here, and then all we've done is stay range. I need to see this range break. Coming right back up. This 15-minute might just create a range straight up the whole AM. That might be what we see for real. Just trade internally of this. Lately it's been harder to try. Until we break range, I'm not interested, chat. Shot like a gun. We'll just combine these gaps into one. The ops might be watching still. That's actually how it feels the last couple sessions. Those are the type of trades where people get stop hunted and they actually think the market's out to get them. Bro, the market does not give a F about you, respectfully. I love you all. I care for all of you. The market does not care about you. That is the truth. The sooner that you understand and make peace with that idea and that logic, the better your trading will be. Bro, the market does not care that I have a stop right here. The market doesn't care that I have a 2.7 at these lows. The market is gonna just market. Like, that's all it's gonna do. And as soon as you can make peace with that and embrace it, you're gonna become a better trader. But I feel that. It does feel like the ops be watching as a joke. Like, satirically. You get stop hunted a couple times in a row, it feels like they're targeting you. Obviously that's not the case, but funny. That's some stuff ICT be like. Yeah, ICT be like, yeah, targeting my stops. Straight range. Sigh. Mondays. I said this last Monday. Everyone hates Mondays. Traders too, because Mondays deliver like SHIT. And in front. Are you gonna trade? I'm not. I got stop hunted earlier. I got stop hunted on this. Right now I'm just waiting. It's bad price right now. Gun to my head though, I'm still bearish. I still want to see lower. Just really bad delivery here. In a minute I was. What am I? It's chop. It is indeed chop. When I entered, it did not look like chop. I entered right here. When I entered this, it was looking like this one to run to the lows. It's not choppy yet, but yes, now it is certainly chop. Mondays. But I like it when you call me baby. Why? Sugar. This is bad. This is really bad, guys. Don't trade this. Please don't try to trade this. You'll get cooked. When we entered, we did not have this information, right? When we entered into short, this didn't look like consolidation, but now this has zero intention to do anything. So we're not entering anything. I'm not interested in anything until we break range. Baby, I'm sick of Candy Crush. Baby, you like crazy. Sugar. Baby, you grade that a C setup? I actually didn't give it a grade. I'm not gonna lie. I have to look back at it. That's just a mental thing for me. Like, I should have graded it, but I don't know. I didn't pre-grade it. So now it's like you want to grade before the trade, not after, you know what I mean? Me saying the grade now is going to automatically make it go towards a C. Can we break this range? If we break this range, we could try to run from here to the lows. And if we get chopped up, I'm off. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. $100 is crazy. I need to see this range break. He's no more. I've been waiting this whole time. What you mean? If I take a trade, it's confirming. If we break this range, I'm shorting. Myself. Never think of me as well. It's just choppy, chat. Hey, we don't oh no, to the memories. I like this for lower. I really like this up candle too. I like the way this 4 hour opened. It's just the delivery is bad. That's all it is. I feel like it should definitely come lower. You think it'll go up to London highs? Where is London? My London highs already got ran, but I like lower. It's just choppy as hell. No range break, no trade. Which trade copy to use? I use Tradecopia. I'm running a ton of accounts, ton of fundeds on Tradecopia. There's just hella accounts on Tradecopia, and I just stack base hits every day. If you want to milk prop, that's the way to do it. Low R, high win rate, stack base hits. Let the trade copy do the heavy lifting. My best advice for you. You don't need high R bangers and low win rate, and that's not mathematically ideal for a prop. You want higher win rate. You're only gonna get higher win rate with lower R. Anyone that tells you otherwise is a LARP and they're lying to you. You can't. Let me make this very clear. I've said this before. I'll say it again. You can't get high win rate with high R. You can't. You won't. It doesn't exist. The people that make it seem like it exists are lying to you. You can't. There's a direct correlation between win rate and R. If you want higher win rate, you need lower R. If you want lower win rate, I don't know why people would want that for prop, but if you want lower win rate, you go high R. Higher average R, lower average win rate. Higher average win rate, lower average R. Direct correlation. Anyone that says otherwise, run. They're lying. They just want to sell you something and they're pretending. They don't actually trade. It doesn't exist. You can skew it a little bit, like you can have a little bit more edge than someone else. But that correlation will always exist and be there and hold true. You're not getting a 90% win rate with 3R. It doesn't exist. It's nonsense. Do you suggest Blue Guardian futures? I haven't been trading with them, so I don't necessarily promote the firms that I'm not currently trading with. But that's kind of how I'm doing it right now. Like if I'm personally trading with a firm, they're paying out, and they actually deliver. Like Alpha Futures literally just paid me out within 24 hours. I'm giving the stamp of approval. I'm trading with them, and they just paid me out. You know what I mean? So I try to stick to firms like that I know pay out and that I'm trading with. Price took out sell side of the previous 90 minutes ago. Also took out sell side. Yeah, we ran some sell side. It's just choppy, man. Bad win. We got stop hunted up here, and then now it's just chop, and we're not doing anything. This is garbage. You can't, out trade bad price. Like, if price is delivering bad, if delivery is not good, you can't try to out trade it. It's different. This is really bad. I do remember bad when You saying I should target 2R? I think you should trade low R and target the market's level to level. Let the markets determine your R based on the levels. Goodbye, so long. Farewell, oh why, goodbye, so long. Farewell, oh why, goodbye, so long. Farewell, oh why, goodbye, so long. Farewell. Barcode, trash. Trash. Booty, trash. Cheeks. Other synonyms for horrible. Garbanzo beans. Garbage. This is so bad. What up, Zay? We can ride. Did you take any trade? I took a short and got stop hunted right here. It's just chop, man. That's all it is. It's just choppy price. When I entered, it wasn't chop. Now we're sitting out and avoiding this. My stop was right here. Right now we're just consolidating. Choppy price. See if we hold this up. If we hold this up, then we'll flip. But I need to see structure above the highs. Now it's just consolidation. I have not flipped bias. I'm holding my bias. I remember. Monday price action, exactly. It's really bad, man. You can't outtrade bad price. I think that's a Lanto quote. Shout out Lanto, man. Shout out to Lanto. That's a great quote. I very much agree with that. You cannot outtrade bad price. It's very true. You can't, right? When price is delivering poorly, you just have to avoid it. You can't outtrade that. If it's just gonna chop and deliver, like when we entered chat, it looked solid for lower. This looks solid for lower. 5-minute gap holding. 15-minute flipping. 1 hour. trading off the 4-hour internal. This was the only knock on it, was the 1-hour gap. We had the 4-hour internal tag and a big wick down, confirming short lower. It wasn't choppy yet, it was moving, trending, then it just starts chopping. Alright, so if price is doing this, we sit out of it and we wait. You're not out trading this, just sit out of it. No gap in sight. Exactly, bro. If there's no gaps created in price, then you know it. Price has no intention. If price has no intention, why do you want to trade it? If the 5-minute can't create a gap, chat, that's like the easiest rule of thumb, chat. This is the easiest rule of thumb. If the 5-minute can't create a fair value gap, why would you want to trade that? That means it's straight range and it has no intention but to be balanced. Just balanced price. Alright, I woke up with a haircut. Do you only watch price, or do you have news open on other tabs? I watch Financial Juice and I look at Forex Factory for the news for the week. Sentimental to a strange town holding me down. Only running with a short ride away from your house. NQ is leading for longs. If you guys are long bias like Zaki, NQ is the play for longs. I can't roll. And the night I know. Living life we chose. Not long bias, or I would have taken long. To me, this is the only argument to long, and there's just no structure yet. If we do this, I just realized that MNQ is on both screens right now. If we do this, then I'd be open to flipping long bias. Right now, we're just range. How long? I know it's bad. We have a large 15-minute time frame dealing range. Price is now moving out of its 1-hour gap. We'll see if we break the consolidation, man. Because until that happens, I don't care. Until we break range, I'm good. I'm gonna everything. Why are you wasting time? We wait. Hopefully summer isn't just 5-minute chop like this every day. We've been moving decent, but not today. Not today. Not today, that's for sure. Take what's mine, what's yours? Take what's mine, what's yours? Bro, I'm losing, like, I'm about to fall asleep looking at this. This is a snooze fest. Say Christmas, You go live daily? Yeah, I'm live every single day. Every single day, 9:30 a.m. TikTok and YouTube. YouTube and TikTok. Na-na-na-na-na-na. I just don't trust myself. Get reps, trade every day. Get reps, know what you're looking for. She got you, she got me. I know see if we can break range. Hurt nobody. Every time my TP gets hit with that, what's the solution? Journal. Look at the charts every single day. Build conviction in what you're looking for. Journal every day. NQ is definitely leading for longs. Are we just gonna like push up and consolidate to create this daily gap, then head lower off that tomorrow? That might be what happens. That actually makes a lot of sense. If this is just gonna hold up bullish chat and consolidate, that would not surprise me if we just like hold up but don't really do much. Like if it just holds in around here range to set up the daily gap for tomorrow, that makes a lot of sense. It might be setting up the daily gap. This first action is garbage though. NQ's at least leading. Right there. Make it slide. Here's the range high on NQ. Oops. Range high ES. You can slide with me. We might just stay internal the whole day if this doesn't break this high. If this breaks the range high out, then we're just offside on bias. You can slide with me, slide, slide. Man, that dope again. I don't even. What should we run? So go to the moon. Bro, Mondays are terrible, man. I'm about to fall asleep for real. Why you trying to make me be better? Yeah, I might put a bad vision out. Put a bad one. For real. Here's the range high. Low key can't stand out. Oh, gang going crazy when a touchdown. Let's see what happens at the range high. This is a boring ass session, man. Just stay to the back on my own. 150 for the nails. Bro, this is a snooze fest, man. 1 hour gap's holding. He just flipped it. NQ respected it. NQ's leading the long charge. But this range is horrible. And it wouldn't surprise me if this just consolidates to set up the daily gap. There's nothing for me in here now. Looks like we're just offside on bias into these lows. And this is going to set up the daily gap. Really the only thing that makes sense. Yeah, of course this comes down. Because it's chop. I need to say that. Bro, the sass. The delivery's terrible, bro. Yes, flip this gap too. This is straight range, bro. I like lower this whole week. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like he's just gonna range and set up the daily gap. We didn't even take out any major lows. We've taken out no lows. I think this candle's just opening up high. This is gonna put in the high of the candle, then we're gonna go lower rest of the week. This probably just ranges the whole day, chat. Equal lows right here. We haven't taken out any higher time frame lows. We haven't really retraced. Like, we had a retracement, yes, but we didn't really take out any major levels. If we flip the daily gap, then obviously I'm gonna cut that idea and look for all-time highs. But until then, I'm expecting this daily gap to hold that we formed, to reach into the lows. At minimum, these equal lows down here. Let's see if this breaks range finally. Pushing above the range high now finally. IQ's for sure leading. Shit like that. Or not shit like Adidas. I gotta road the boat. You better do what you can. Don't wanna see you fall back in that life again. Not that life again. Don't wanna see you fall back in that life again. I have no targets. There's literally nothing. What are we targeting? We're just longing into long. There's a daily gap. It would just be longing anywhere. I have nothing to reach for. Like, there's no draw. NQ's leading for sure. We have structure. If we don't sweep this and we put in new highs, there's structure above it, which is good. But what are we targeting? Just like that. There's this 4-hour Civi on ES. That's it. We've already flipped this one. I gotta row the boat. I can't manifest my life, it's all love. I said it, then it's done. Said it, it's done. Same thing, it's just ranging to create the daily gap. I'd prefer longs off this 1-hour busy, but it looks like it's just gonna consolidate to it's just gonna range to set up the daily gap. I like this 1-hour gap to hold though. It looks like ass though, same as before. I don't love gold. Indices are a weird spot for me. Like, they're down here. We can just say we had the wrong bias with this holding, but we flipped this gap, 4-hour internal tag. To me, there's structure only to short. The only argument for long is the 1-hour order flow and the 1-hour gap. So I'm basically just longing the 1-hour gap. But contextually, I like how this pushed up. Like, that makes sense that this would push up to create the daily Civi. So we could just say we had wrong bias on the short at the beginning. We got stop hunted. But But now, where are we longing to? ES delivery is horrible. NQ is leading long, so the NQ leading wasn't as bad. But I don't know where to be longing to. It's just like longing in no man's land. Because I'm not really expecting this candle to come up to here. Doesn't make any sense because I want the weekly to go lower. See what I mean, chat? To me, this weekly candle's opening up like this to then go lower. The daily gap's that line in the sand for me. So if we flip this in the next 2 days, then I'll flip long bias. But until then, I'm expecting this to hold. We just haven't taken out any key levels for me to be like, all right, that retracement's done. And it's week open. Like, what did we really take out? We had a large retracement, I get that. We had this little down weekly candle, but what have we taken out to be like, all right, we can go higher now? Because to me, they just... Did ES and NQ take it? I feel like I'm just belonging into nothing. At least we're breaking out the range on NQ. That's good. It's from 9:30 till here. We've just been trading like this. Yeah, this has been in the 30-point range. Mondays, man. Mondays, man. I just don't expect this daily candle to expand that much more. What do we expect out of this daily candle? Like, if I'm open to hearing ideas. This doesn't make sense to me to keep going. I'm curious if you guys are trying to long up here. What's your opinion? Like, what's your idea for it? Because I'm not trying to long up here. My PT is 50%, then 61 retrace of the down leg. Where's my fib? I can see 50%, but like, how much more are you gonna get out of that in the lower time frame? You know what I mean? 50% makes sense if you want to, if you're looking for premium of that down candle. But in terms of bias on the weekly, I think the weekly goes lower still. Like I said, chat, this would be my line in the same for the week. In terms of, I want to see this respect and go lower for the rest of the week. And if we flip over, then I will flip the long bias for the week. This daily gap is my line in the sand. Go to the 15-minute time frame and look at the range that... Look at the range that... Left side of your screen is so vague, bro. What do you... The way I view price is most recent price action. To me, this is the range. NQ is leading. We can just say we had wrong bias in here, but after that, what? I don't have a model long. Where's my long model? The only thing I could have longed is this, chat, and then I'd have to be break even at the exact level. It doesn't make any sense. So here'd be the only continuation long if we flipped long bias after the loss into these highs. I need to be break even by this high. That's the range high. So we would have got break even. My break even key level would have been this. Actually, we'd still be in. We'd be break even right here. It'd be that. That would be the continuation long. Other than that, I haven't had a single long. But I was short biased down here. Then we just chopped up. Then we broke out. This would have been the long. And then break even into the highs. It'll take a day or two. I don't want to take an entry like this, chat. Like, these are not the trades that I take. Because there's a chance that this wicks the high. I'm not able to get break even, or I'm just jamming a break even. Like, I don't really care about these types of trades. The structure of that is just weird. Now you trailed it here. You trailed it that low. This was the only effective model that we could take for long. For a continuation framework. There wasn't a 5-minute inversion. There wasn't a 15-minute inversion. Let's see ES take out these highs now. The only thing I could say on these is we just have to be quick on the break even. But I guess that's not a reason to not take. But like, look at how close the entry is to break even. I hate trades like this. You're gonna get break even on like 90% of these trades. Obviously, in hindsight, we closed through that high, but still. 90% of the time, just taking trades like that, you're just gonna get break even. The trade would be that low. Now ES took out the highs. I would not be surprised if this comes down here, chat, and just works right back into range. I just don't know how much more I can see this daily candle going if we're gonna set up this daily gap, because like I said, rest of the week I'm still bearish. That's subject to change if we flip this daily gap, or if we just pump the rest of this day up, then I'll look to long. But let's see what happens here. We're pumping now. Let's see if we close through these highs. OCOEE. Pray that God gon' keep you safe and sound. I'm waiting around with my mind gone. We're in a buy model? Yeah, this is for sure a buy model once we flipped off the 1 hour. Not great delivery, especially on ES. NQ I would say is better delivery. If you had a long bias off this, you can long that. I didn't get a model either though. Even if I was long bias right here, where's my long? Unless you want to take this inversion. This is I don't take gaps like this, chat. You'd had to take that little gap. Not still short bias. I'd like to see a drop to the monthly gap. That's kind of what I would expect too. But I want to see the weekly open up like it's doing. Respect this daily SIBI. Tag into it, then drop. But we are very strong right now, chat. I don't believe in no wishing well, can wish you well. But now I'm found. Believe in no wishing well, and I wish you well. Pray to God gone. Yeah, it looks like we're just offside on buys this morning, chat. It doesn't happen often, but it will happen. We just have to be able to flip back on side. It's alright to get a bias wrong here or there, but you got to be able to flip it back on side. My problem with the longs now, right? Obviously, we would be looking long bias now based on structure, breaking up the range, all these things. My problem here is how much higher does this go, chat? Like, I feel like we're longing into nothingness. That's my issue with this. I want to see this set up that weekly. I just have a feeling this will most likely come down and mess around. It just makes the most sense to set up tomorrow. But I guess we'll see. We're going to form a new 5-minute gap here. That's a 15. We're going to form a new 15-minute gap in 10 minutes. The one valid long model, like I said, would have been continuation here. That's just a tough one to take with the BE being that close, but I guess we could take those going forward. The worst case, you just take a quick BE. It's not the end of the world. It still gives you a shot, and then you can have trades like this that still play. I don't think a tight BE should be enough for me to not take a trade, so that's an interesting thing to note. A lot of times I'll just pass on the BE on the trades where the structure is super close to my target. But if I can get BE by then, why not just do that? It's just going to be super tight, and the BE rate is going to be super high on those types of setups. Like, you're going to BE probably 70% of the time on those. It makes sense for this to retrace now. We're just long into nothingness if we try to long up here, I feel. This is setting up the daily gap to me. Until we flip that daily gap, I expect it to hold. And I'm short bias on the week. In terms of, I want to see this weekly candle open up high and then wake back down into these lows. I'd like to see this candle come into this low. Like, if we talk about a weekly candle forming, chat, if we're going to get a bearish candle, you're going to see this. That's the high. We come down. Put in a low. Usually Thursday or Friday. Close. That's kind of what I'm anticipating here. And if we end up just pumping super high today, or we just flip this gap tomorrow, then we'll flip bias back to all-time highs. That's the logic, right? Everything I do is if this, then that. The gaps in the liquidity are like the thesis creators and invalidators. Gaps in liquidity, chat. If this, then that. Take a look at the track record of the VODs. I've been streaming for the last month straight. If you fact check my biases, like on every single VOD, if someone wants to do that, I guarantee you the bias is like 90% accurate in terms of where we're looking for price to go. Today we're just offside. That's like 1 out of whatever the last. We've probably been offside 3-4 times out of the last like 40 days. And when that happens, we just have to be able to flip back on side, right? So obviously we'd be long bias here. But into what? Into what level? That's my problem with this. Whoever said 50% of that range makes sense. That makes sense to me. But we're already about to be right there. 50% of that down leg makes a lot of sense to me, like into premium. But other than that, walking in his shoes gonna have you touch what you believe in. Let's just hit 2R. Don't know where I was gonna start. They stay missing. J Manuel, but that boy got in. Run it again. Hallelujah. I can't look where I was at. I can't go back. Sheesh. Tryna live my all day. Thank you is very, very strong. We have a 15-minute gap in 6 minutes. Cause you're my only focus. If I was gonna try and get a piece of longs, I'd really like to just take like a tighter 1 minute type trade into highs, because I don't know how much more I expect this to fall through up. Walking in his shoes gonna have you touch what you believe in. I guess we'll see. Markets are gonna market. That's my catchphrase. Anything can happen. I don't wanna ever go back to my old dad. I think going forward, when I have a tight BE like this, I'm just gonna end up taking these, because that was a valid continuation here. Obviously, this is just variance. This is one trade where it worked, chat. One singular trade where this worked with a tight BE. Probably 70-80% of the time when you take a trade like this with this tight of a break even, taking risk off at these highs, it's gonna get break even. This trade didn't. This one would have hit 2R. But we can just live with the higher BE rate on those types of setups. They're not as often. So the confirmation was this candle. Why do I want to BE this? Not just to get risk off. It's because I felt like we can trade into this high and come back down a little bit. Like if we're just gonna consolidate, we could run into that high. So my BEs are based on levels that price can reject from. I would have wanted to be BE by that. It's about doing the correct. It's about making the right decisions in the aggregate, chat. I don't get, like, respectfully, I do not give a F about one trade. I want to make sure that what I'm doing matters and makes me the most money over a large sample size, not one trade. That's why we have all the processes we do. It's not just there to like be there. It's there because it makes us more money in the aggregate. So when I BE a level, it's because we can reject from that level and come down. I BE based on areas of reversal. It's not based on feel. Chat, you gotta understand also that you can take a very bad trade and make money, and you can take a great trade and lose money. And as soon as you truly understand that and make that perspective shift, trading will get much better. Focus on taking good trades and detach from the money. Good trades that lose money are still good trades, right? You're gonna take losses on great A setups. I don't think my short was an A setup today. That's not what I'm saying. But my focus is on taking good setups. Now I see the argument for probably should have taken this off the 5-minute gap, because we still had the highest here that we could reach for. I would have just had a super tight BE, but I can live with a higher BE rate on those setups. Those are less frequent type of trades. We generally don't have that tight of a BE on any type of setup, but that confirmed longs as a continuation model long, so we should probably have taken this and been plus on R. It's just user error. I make mistakes too. Like, I passed on this because of how tight the BE was, but that's not a valid reason to not execute this. Or just higher likelihood of being BE'd. Okay, we're still getting risk off at the area. Please allow your fruits to go inside. It's still Monday. Slow start to the Monday for me. We got a whole week ahead of us. Friday's close was below the last up leg low on NASDAQ. Does that now make the whole up leg a sell order block? Friday's close was below the last up leg low. This close of all these, I get what you're saying. I don't trade, like, I don't use order blocks or subscribe to, like, I think they work. Let me not say that. I do subscribe to, like, the logic of them. I don't use them in my trading, but yeah, that would be an order block to me. These up close candles, especially on the weekly, this close under is a change in state to me on the weekly. And then these daily up close candles are all one big weekly order block to me. So to answer your question, I would say yes. I don't trade order blocks, but I understand how they work. That would be an order block to me. Like I said, I want to see this daily candle get set up to go lower this week. So it makes sense to me. We can always reassess if that's not what happens. We'll definitely be journaling today. That's just bad execution to not take this. There's just no reason not to take it. There's no reason for me to pass on that. It's a tight BE into the high. Okay, why do I not take that? This should still be, like, regardless of outcome. Even if this was a break-even trade, chat, I should still be taking that. Longs off the 15. We'll see if it plays. Just don't know how much higher I expect this to go, but if we can get a quick base hit off the 15, I'm open to it. If it wants to reach into them at least. More that I seek you, more I find myself, so here's my life. The more that I seek you, the more that I find myself. So here's my life. That's a bar. I need to read the word, man. I've been lacking. I'm going to be truthful with you guys. I've been lacking on reading the word. That has to change. I need to start reading some more word. Yeah, I need to read some word today. More that I seek you, more that I find myself, so here's my life. Are we gonna retest the gaps or what? Yeah, this is just consolidating after taking out the highs. I just don't know how, like I said, Chad, I don't know how much more I expect this to fall through higher. We got our nice move up. I almost prefer that this consolidates or just comes down a little bit. I see how you're just consolidating. Goes just straight chop, man. That's all it is. Respecting the 1 hour gap, just consolidating. Straight range. Psalms got back in the word for sure. Psalms is great. The word is powerful, bro. The word is everything. 100%, man. Super powerful. Everything. People want wisdom. All the wisdom they need is in that book. Problem is, people want wisdom. They turn to people on earth. They turn to worldly things. They turn to other human beings. They idolize other people on this earth for wisdom. No, you want wisdom? You go to the word. And I haven't been reading the word recently. I need to lock in. Yeah, I wish we longed this flip. This was the model. That was a nice continuation off the gap. This is a harmony continuation model. Would have played nice. I read the whole Bible chronologically every year. That's amazing, man. I don't read it chronologically. I just read it based on feel, like what speaks out. Sometimes I'll just flip to a random spot, whether that's Proverbs or Psalms. I'll always go to Proverbs and Sermon on the Mount for like foundational wisdom. Sermon on the Mount is so good. Give me your ass so I can see without hell of a line. Ain't nowhere to hide, ain't nowhere to run. He has tagged the 15-minute busy. Man, bad execution today on my end. We were just offside down here. I'm fine with the loss, but missing that long is on me. They just passed on it because the BE is so tight. Just kind of disregarded it. It should still be a valid trade to put risk on for, because we had flipped long bias by then. In my heart, give me a brand new. Clean my mind, give me a brand new. We're just ripping. I'd like some kind of retracement on NQ. I don't know, man. I hate when we're up like this. When we're pushing up or we're selling hard into areas of no man's land where there's just like no targets or anything. It's not ideal. NQ's very strong though. There's no denying how strong NASDAQ is right now. Makes sense for this to consolidate or come down, chat. I know I keep saying that, but it just does. It makes a lot of sense for this to come down and consolidate. We've already had our nice push off the 1 hour gap. This is our, like Chris just texted me, this is our relief bounce. That makes a lot of sense, right? A relief bounce after that hard sell down. Another way for saying setting up this daily gap to go lower off of, right? Like we talked about earlier. That's ideally what I want to see. I just don't expect this daily candle to like come up in here and not create a daily civvy. To me, this is just a weekly candle putting in a high, most likely. And the high will probably be Tuesday in this, and then we drop. But we're coming up to eventually put in a high. It's how I'm seeing things right now. I should have lung that 5 minute though after we flip bias. Just bad execution on my end. But my Jesus, he be making lemonade. I gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade. These are such tough spots to long, man. It's such a tough spot to long. You didn't worry on the cross. It's a straight range. Again, after that push up. We could have longed to this. Other than that, I didn't have a single long. Missed this long straight up. That's bad execution. This right here would have been a continuation into the highs. So that's poor execution on my end today. I will definitely be journaling that. Doesn't tend to happen for me. At least lately. Been executing very well. From these ashes, raise me up. All I need is you. Point ranges in these candles today. A 2-minute gap on NQ. That might be it for the push up today, chat, if this comes down here. We have the 15-minute gap on IQ that's leading. Longing into this is so hard though. We're just at highs. What are you guys saying? Okay, it's in guys' hands. Okay, it's in guys' hands. This might keep coming down here, we'll see. If we did confirm it, we could do that and then BE those highs, and it'd be another pretty tight BE, but this might consolidate or come down here. It makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Took out the highs we talked about. I just don't know how much higher upside we see today, chat. It doesn't make sense to me. We do have all these, so if it comes back up, I'd like to see those at minimum run, but it might leave that for later. If this just keeps coming down, I'm not looking for those highs to go. Holy cells. Jeez, bro. Jeez. Okay, so guys, looks like this is gonna come down and consolidate rest of the day, chat. To set up the daily gap tomorrow. We're just offside at open. The relief bounce logic makes a lot of sense to me to set up that daily gap. Now we'll probably just mess around in this range that we've created. Big sells. ES flipped. ES is way weaker too. Yes, straight range, just wide range. Big sells back down. Makes sense to me. Excuse me, chat. I mean, this makes sense to me. It makes sense to me, chat. Daily should be form. Tuesday comes in, trades into this, and we drop rest of the week. Makes perfect sense to me for the weekly profile. How do we extract something out of this today? Kind of tough. We could trade into these lows now. We're just navigating chop though. I'm not like high conviction on anything here. It should come back down now. It's telling me to start just fine in broad day. But I don't follow Yahweh, I follow Yahweh. Holy cells, chat. Makes sense though. Yes, it's just a straight range, bro. Sheesh. This is really not that good of a session despite having volatility. This is kind of like we moved, but we moved up and then we just moved right back down. So it's like a volatile range. ES has been weaker all day. Monday been doing us dirty, chat. Last 2 weeks, Monday been doing us dirty. Look at this 1 hour. It's just setting up tomorrow, chat. That's all that's happening. We're setting up the week. Mondays do tend to do that. You could short into these lows, but I don't know. Thinking of trying Asian sessions since recently they move. We should just come back down into lows now or just consolidate, chat. It's just Mondays. Mondays. Right at open, we had just wrong bias. We could have caught something here too, though. We could have caught longs into this. We would have taken it off. It's bad execution on my end today, but I don't think today is the easiest day either. There's conflicting things here where we had 4-hour SIBI, 4-hour bearish order flow. We had the 1 hour bullish order flow, 1 hour internal respected, but ES flipped it. And then just bad delivery up and down, setting up this daily gap though. The relief bounce logic and narrative makes sense to me. We flipped bias through here once this flipped up, and then we just didn't take this. Like, just bad execution. This would have been the long. We'd obviously be out of the long now. We would have taken probably hold PT. Just take the 2-hour base hit, man. I only want to short ES. I don't want to short NQ. We could short into these lows. I'd want to be out by these lows, chat. Beat this. I'd want to be out by those lows. I don't think anything today is super high probability though. If we try to short and it just chops us up, I'm off. For sure. Because we got stop hunted on this down. We would have been BE'd if we didn't get stop hunted. Yeah. Why would I stress about that? We got the whole week ahead of us though. It's the rare offside day. And we flipped back on and then didn't take the long, chat. Gotta journal that. I'm a human being too. I'm gonna make mistakes. Here's a Sibi. Thank you. Will probably reach into it right here. It's stronger. We could short into these lows if it confirms. Base hit. I'd take that all day. 1.8. If this confirms down, I might give that a try down to the lows, but today looks tough so far. We're just within a range, chat. So if this comes back down and confirms, good work. But if this works right back up in the range and just chops, I'm good. I'll be good the rest of the day. Because I'm not going to go into a bunch of drawdown on a Monday. We have the whole week ahead of us. Especially if price is going to trade internal like this. But if we come down and confirm this, I'll short into these lows on ES. I don't mind that at all. We'll see if it confirms it though. That's the question. Does it want to confirm it? So if this just pushes back up, chat, and just chop, I'm good. Just I'll cut it there. You gotta know when to fold them, chat. You don't have to make it back in a day. You don't have to cook every day. You can have a break even. You can have a red day. You could take -2R in a day. We haven't had 2 losses in a day yet, chat. We're due for it. It's gonna happen. It's part of trading. Pump up. Let's see if this comes down again or not. Because if this pumps right back up, I'm good. Yes, it keeps closing over these gaps. Just weird delivery where we're closing over the gaps. Let's see what we do here. Jesus, take me to a place where I can fall in love with you a little deep. If this pumps back up, I do not like this delivery at all. That deep retrace back in. I don't like this, chat. Don't like it. I don't like it. This might trade internal the rest of the day. DPI week, let's go. Mondays are... Because Mondays always set up the rest of the week, chat. So it's like probability of you seeing bad price on Monday is generally high because it's that day that's stalling usually to either go down like this, then come up for the rest of the week. Like if we're looking at each day and then this is one weekly, all of this is one weekly candle. You generally see Monday set it up to either go stay into a PDRA then drop for the weekly candle, or it sets up to do the inverse. Coming out of a 30-minute gap. Yeah, I don't use a 30-minute, but if this confirms a short, I'll short into the lows potentially. And if this gets cooked, I'm out. -2R to start the week. I need to see this come down hard though. I'm not going to short this up here because this is sussy. Price is sus today. I don't like trading within these wide ranges. It's not my preference, chat. I want to see clear targets and clear draws with trending price. Or if we're just straight chop, I want to see this thing do this and I'll just trade the outsides of the range back in. We're ready for war. It's very volatile though. Oh my, bro, what are these chat? I might just call it. What is that candle back up? It's so volatile. Let's see what this does. I'm not liking this at all. It's volatile chop. Very volatile chop. I mean, look at ES. This is what we've done the whole session, chat. There's no intention in this. It's just this. But there's volatility, so it feels like it's offering stuff. It's really not. It feels like it's giving stuff unless you're on the lower time frame and you're scalping it, or you're being really precise about where you get in. It's giving volatility. Like there's some size to the range, but it's intention wise, it doesn't really have intention. We'll see if it comes down hard. If not, I'm gonna hop off. Yeah, it's not going anywhere exactly. Don't have a bad, but what does it mean? We flip 15-minute gap. Thank you, still respecting it. Yeah, we might just have to wait for better opportunities. This is not high probability today. Why you don't consider third gap to take trade? It's preference really. If you want to wait for this one down here, you could do that for a little more confirmation and get a tighter. Maybe take that. But then you have a 1.4 to the lows. I want to be out at these lows. I think I'm just gonna call this, bro. This is terrible price. It's gonna trade in chat. What you're probably gonna see the rest of this day. We do have a 15 here. All right, 15-minute is the last chance for me to try something. And if this just stalls or messes around, I'm off. Not liking longs here, nah, because I don't think that this has any room to go higher really. Like what else were you, if anything, it'll just go up to that. Like I don't really see targets. Who would long now? I don't like the longs. If anything, I'm gonna short, but again, I don't really want to unless it gives a clean signature down here. I'm not trying to long up here, and I don't love the shorts because today is just, yeah, if I'm talking like this about price, you know price isn't good. When I take trades and they're good and they're quality, you hear me clearly say downside because of this, this, and this, and wait for the confirmation and we take. Today, it's back and forth, flipping bias within a higher time frame range. We're just in this range and it's back and forth price. It's a Monday setting up the rest of the week. We don't want to go into a drawdown on a Monday. The beauty is we can only take 2 losses in a day because we never break our rules, right? So if we took another loss, we'd be off. But if this offers nothing, I'm off. We got the whole rest of the week ahead of us. There's no rush. There's zero rush. We're not in any rush. We wait for better days. We wait for high probability price. If this just keeps going up, it just had daily gap. What daily gap? There's no way for longs. Closed doors. What daily gap are you talking about? IQ is still strong. This is, I don't like this Monday at all. Heading to 50% of range that formed from Wednesday's high last week to Friday low. Pull a quad fib. I don't know what any of that means, bro. I know what it means, but I'm not doing that. I don't use fibs. I don't use the left side of the chart like that. I use the higher time frame. I ain't doing all that. Respectfully. All I ask is you looking left. Like I'm not hating on it, but when I say I don't look left finisher, I'm saying I use the higher time frame to get that, right? So when you say look left on the 15 or the 5, I'm getting that from the daily. So I'm not hating on what you're doing. I do the same thing you do. It's just slightly different. So like I'll kind of show you what I mean. Let me lean into what you're saying a little bit here. 50% of range that formed Wednesday's high last week. Wednesday's high last week. What is Wednesday's? Let me see if I can find it. ICT trader to all this. Yeah, I don't subscribe to all the ICT stuff, so that's what I'm saying. Wednesday's high last week. Basically, if we're on the 5-minute like this, I don't subscribe to looking left over here for ranges and everything. And the reason is because I get that information from the 4-hour and the daily. So anything left over on the 5-minute is going to be a range on the 4-hour and the daily. So all I'm focused on is the current price action from the top down. So what's the most recent range on the daily? Well, it's this. Bro's lost? How am I lost? Oh, with the quad fib thing? Yeah. I don't use fibs. I'm on top of faith. I'm not just someone near. I'm not knocking what you're doing. I'm just explaining why I do what I do. Back now, and all I ask is if you stay by me. Does this play to the lows, chat? Does this play to the lows? It's either that or we run OB stop with 1.7. God made a way. Do I try this into the lows? No confirmation. If this pumps up, I'm off. I promise you guys, I'm off. If this pumps up, I'm off. If this doesn't confirm hard, I'm off. I'm no longer interested. I still feel like this can play lower to the lows, but this delivery is Barbanzo. We're just chopping a range. 15-minute Sibi. I feel like we should run to these lows on ES. But if it doesn't confirm it with speed, I'm good. I will be good. That's for certain. I need speed through this. Speed through that. And if I don't get it, I'm off. But I prefer lower / chop now, chat. I prefer lower / chop. I don't think the daily has more room to go higher, really. I wouldn't want to see this pushback, but we're setting up the daily gap for tomorrow and the rest of the week. EST. That OCOEE. No, this ain't as big as it get. Tripping and taking a risk. This is pumping up. Who asked, bro? I'm good, chat. Don't go into drawdown on a day like today. If you're already green or you're break even, just take it, bro. Today is terrible. We're moving, but we're not. It feels like we're moving, chat, but I promise you there's no intention from price. Like, if you're green today, you should feel very, very good about it. We probably could have been green if we longed this too, but it is what it is. But you gotta show me you worth it. I do not care how you twerking. I want to see how you worship when you leaving the churches. Go back to my dog. They see a whole different person. Won't let it burn. This is shit range. Mondays, man. Frustrating. We're not taking anything then. This didn't confirm. We're not in anything, chat. We're not in anything. This is not confirming nothing. We're just back and forth, pump down, pump down, pump down. Fitness grand pacer test, up, down, up, down. Yeah, my brothers win. If 15-minute highs get swept, is easy short. See you tomorrow. Yeah, this is stupid, bro. Sometimes you just gotta zoom out, chat, and really take it in for what it is. And all we've done is feels like we've done more than we have. Let me tell you about my Lord and Savior. My Lord and Savior. Let me tell you about my Lord and Savior. Song's a banger. Wha-bam. Alright, Zach, I'll see you, brother. Is it gonna do it? Is it gonna do it, chat? This delivery is horrid. I don't even know if it's worth it if it confirms the way it's delivering. I like lower though, chat. Gonna head down to these lows. We got all this. Consolidating price, setting up that daily gap likely for tomorrow and the next day. Oh my god, bro. What is this doing? It's teasing, bro. It's trolling. It's like, look, it looks like it wants to set up a short into the lows. Then it just pumps back up. I know as soon as I play this confirmation, it's going to pump back up and chop us out. And then I'm just going to be off 2R. But this 15-minute Sibby into the lows. It's enticing. It's enticing. That's good speed. Chat, into the lows. We're giving it a try. If we're off 2R, we're off 2R. I like the speed. Into the lows. If we get cooked, chat, we're off. Trust, we are off. We will never take more than a minus 2R in a day. That's for certain. If we don't get filled, we don't get filled, man. If this chops off, we're out. There's no forcing. Confirmation. 15-minute internal. Trend model into the lows. Break even at the swing low down here. If it runs without us, it runs without us. I'm off. I'm off if it does that. And I'm off if this hits stop. Either way. Today's bad. Try to get our base hit to these lows. And if we can't get it, we can't get it. It's not going to define us if we go minus 2R on the Monday. We have the whole week ahead of us. One winning trade to get us back. That's one base hit to get us back, chat. But the being not around. And washed out. But you don't pray to no Messiah. See if this wants to tag the see if this wants to tag the 1 minute Sibby here, and if it doesn't, it runs without us. That sums up our day. If that's how it goes, that's how it goes. I'm not chasing this. You got good credit, but you don't give credit where it's due. I like that sell off the Sibby though, chat. Into the lows we should see fall through. Just chase you down with the pound style. But you don't pay the numbers. What we got here? If we trail it down, where's my 2? Hold on. We'll go 3 to here. Still live. Yeah, this will be the second trade. If this hits stop, I'm off. We're gonna try one more short to the lows, and if it chops us out, we're off. For sure. For sure, for sure. Try to get a base hit into the lows, reconcile some of the day, and if not, we'll start the week -2, and we have the whole week ahead of us. Purify my dreams as I cover my face so they can see your face in me. If it hits these lows before I get filled in, chat, I'm out. We would miss a fill too. It'll play now. Watch. Oh, dude, what a day. What a day. Price is trolling. I don't want to be far from you. We could run this high and get a later fill. It's fine. If it doesn't fill me up here though, I don't want it, chat. I really don't. Don't want it. If it doesn't fill me up there, I don't want it. IQ low-key cooking too. If it doesn't fill me up here, I don't want it, chat. That's it. If this low goes first, this is our break-even low. If this low goes first, I'm not taking it. And if this comes up and chops us out, we are off for the day. It'll be a trash Monday. Try to get our base hit to these lows. And if we can't, we can't. The beauty is our risk is always managed, brother. Our worst day, chat, will always be a -2. You understand that? Our worst day. Our absolute worst trading day of our entire lives will be a -2R, because I'll never force trades. I'll never overtrade. I'll never go past my daily loss limit. -2R is my daily loss limit. That's our worst day ever. It will always only ever be a -2R. That's the beauty of risk management. We always live to trade another day. It takes, when you have a -2R daily loss limit and you follow that and you stick to it like it's, you know, the word, like it's the Bible of your trading, that will always be your minimum. And then going into the next day, you can always make that back with one trade. We're not going to get filled on this. That's pretty annoying. Today's very annoying. So I'm going to hop off after this. I just want to see these lows go. Price is mad annoying today, chat. My execution is just not good today either. I don't know what it is. There's the 5-minute Sibby in 3 minutes. Bro, what is this delivery, man? Chat. If this chops us up and we get taken out, -2, on to tomorrow. Whole week ahead of us, takes one trade to get it back. See if this fills or not. We have the 5-minute Sibby right here. We're basically just trying to play a base hit into these lows on ES. The delivery is just awful, man. It looks like it's gonna go to the lows and it just bounces. We might get a fill here. I'm still cool with this with the 5 minute gap right here. I just want to see this 5 minute form. I don't want to see this candle not create a 5. Alright, chat. If this chops up and takes us out, -2 hours start the week. That'd be absolutely nasty, and that's our downside. It's the beauty of risk management. These pumps are ridiculous. This is gonna not create a 5, and we're gonna get cooked straight to stop. It's a really annoying price. It's bullshit price today, chat. What do you think about 1 minute gap inside the 5? Yeah, that's generally what I would be waiting for there, but I already had my limit gone. So what you'd want to see now is this flip, and you'd want to play this flip into the lows and break even this if you guys aren't already in. This into the lows, this flip. But if this just pumps back up and we go straight to stop them, I mean, it's just price, we're off. Trolly chop price. What do you think about that trade? Yeah, I like it. Price is just bad. It's the beauty of risk management though, chat. What's our worst day? -2R. This goes straight to stop. We will never overtrade. We will never take another trade. I don't care if the most beautiful A plus 10 out of 10 sets up after this. If I'm -2R, I'm not trading again. I'm not. It's like I treat it as serious as I treat the word. When I read my Bible, and I treat it as serious as that. That rule protects me from tilting. It protects me from having any type of crazy downside. I'm always just one day away, one winning trade away from making back my losses from the day prior. If I have the absolute worst day, we're -2R. It's beautiful. If you really think about it for what it is. That's a superpower. One day will never define you if you manage risk well and you submit and you're disciplined. That rule is there for a reason. We literally haven't even had a -2R day yet since I started streaming. We started streaming a month ago. We've been giving out bangers. We're probably up 12R since we started streaming, and we haven't had a -2R day. Will it happen? Yes. And when it does happen, that's our worst case scenario. I just want to make that very clear to you guys, to everyone watching, how important that is. Because to me, that's what makes me a good trader. It's what also makes me a good trader is I'll get stop hunted like this, like we did this morning, and then I'll wait another 2 hours for a good setup short, or I'll wait for another 3 hours before I take another trade. I'm not forcing anything. I wait. It either sets up or it doesn't. And sometimes price is annoying, and sometimes it's great. Price is gonna price, and our job is just to trade it and manage the risk. Don't like how this didn't flip. I don't like that. We gotta see this 1 minute flip. We gotta survive this chop in here. It's not good delivery today, chat. So if we get chopped up, we get chopped up. Don't force it after this. If you guys are in this, don't try and make it back, right? Whatever, no matter what the outcome of this trade is, don't try and make it back after. I'll be -2R, I'm off. I'm gonna go enjoy my day. Whether this hits PT, BE, or full stop, I'm off after this trade. Don't care. Here's your 5 minute Sibby. It's just small in prices. Fly away. Hallelujah, by and by. Fly away. I think we can all collectively agree that Mondays suck. Whether that's someone that works a 9 to 5, someone that trades, whatever it may be, I think we all agree Mondays are bad. Generally, I look forward to Mondays because I like trading and I love my job. I love streaming. I love talking to you guys. I love trading. I look forward to Mondays, but Mondays still suck because the delivery's horrible. But like statistically, I still make money on Mondays, like over time. So I'm not gonna stop trading Mondays. I still have edge on Mondays. It's just it's my lowest win rate day. Mondays are the worst to me, like in terms of win rate, but I still make money. So why would I, you know what I mean? Like, you guys get what I'm saying? Why would I stop trading if I still make money on a Monday? It can still be like it could be a worse day for me and still make money on it. I'm still gonna trade it. If my dad told me I'd only lose money on Mondays, I'll just stop trading Mondays. But that's not what it says. We have lower win rate on Mondays. See my wife and my child. This delivery sucks. That's why Monday has low win rate. Agree 100%. Yes, sir. Defense before offense, chat. You know how liberating it is to know that your worst day is a -2R? There's nothing that can go worse than -2R because I manage my risk to a T and I respect my rules. This is choppy as hell. 100%. It's bad. C setup for sure. Cut it. Cut it if you have to. It's not good. We're trying it to the lows. Do I love it? No. Do I feel like it has a little bit of edge? Yeah, it's a little base hit. Would I bet the house on it as an A setup? Absolutely not. I do feel like we should see lower though. I think the high of the day has been put in ideally, and I think that this 15-minute SIBI follows us through to the lows. We're break even at this low, and we're out at the next low. Oh, it's so choppy, chat. We get a push down. Wick. We get a low follow through down. Wick. It's like right on cue. You get a good sell. Wick. Ready? Push down. Wick. Ready, chat? Sell this down. Wick. Watch this nasty wick. Ready? Wick. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on, do it. Wick. Wick. Bro, it's nasty. You just gotta laugh, chat. You can't let it bother you. On Mondays, either no setups or when there's a setup, I don't get the retest that leaves without me. Yeah, Mondays are just lower win rate, but I still make money on Mondays. So why would I stop trading a day I still make money on? You know what I mean? People that say don't trade Mondays, they can be right and they can be wrong. I don't think people understand that. Like, you can say don't trade Mondays and be correct and incorrect. It just depends on the person and their data. If you actually don't make money on Mondays, don't trade Mondays. That wick. It's so gross, bro. This price is hilarious. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind. This is disgusting, bro. This is actually gross. Oh my lord, man. This price is so bad, dog. But yeah, I don't care if this trade BE's loss or W, I'm off. Whether this is a break-even trade, chat, win or loss, I'm off after this. I'm good. My mental capital is drained. I feel like I'm out of mental capital for the day. You gotta be self-aware. I'm drained from this session. If we hit stop, we'll be -2R to start the week. It takes us 1 win on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it may be to get back. It's the beauty of risk management. Just very wicky, choppy price. My mental capital is drained. So even if it's a BE, I'm not going to trade the rest of the day. watching paint dry with this price, chat. Gun to my head though, still like lower. Now we're in lunch hour too, so. I might sweep little woman at highs and tank. Watch it Hunter stops again and drop. That'd be fun. Watch it hunt these 1 minute highs and then drop, chat. This is straight range garbage. That down candle looks good and then it just wick. It's literally every candle. Now wick this back down, watch. Wick it back down. We got a good pump up, now you can wick back down. Straight balance. There's SMT at the 1 minute highs. I'm just losing like my mental capital and patience with price today. And yeah. Chop, chop, chop. This is terrible, bro. Like, actually terrible. This is so bad that I'm tempted to just flatten and get off the charts. Like, that's how bad this is right now. For the sake of my brain. All I know is this. Grateful. Oh my god, I gotta stress. All I gotta do is do my best. Grateful cause without him I'm a mess. I'm blessed. We might be minus 2R, chat. Start the week. Garbage ass price. What a horrible price delivery day. Terrible, bro. We're so blessed. We're so blessed. Hold on, I ain't gotta stress. All I gotta do is do my best, my best. I'm grateful cause without him I'm a mess. Truly I am. I'm blessed. Oh my god, I ain't gotta stress. All I gotta do is do my best. I'm grateful cause without him I'm a mess. Yeah, Monday's only good when there's news. Yeah, today was horrible, bro. We'll probably start minus 2R going into tomorrow. We can catch one trade and be back. Definitely an annoying day. Pretty annoying day. Just hop right off. I gotta journal my trades and then I'll be off. Should have followed through to this low and at least given us a BE. Just straight chop, bro. Look what this 15's been doing the whole day. Nice. Beautiful. I don't think I can stay in this, chat. Like, in terms of if this keeps shopping. If it keeps... I don't think I can do it. I'm losing the mental capital. I'm very self-aware, chat. I'm very self-aware. I can feel the brain deteriorating today. Blessed. I'm so blessed, I'm so blessed. brain is deteriorating. I gotta film some stuff after this too, bro. I need some space right now. Keep talking about it, just go ahead and close it. I'm gonna see what happens. I don't generally close trades, but if my mental capital is done and this keeps chopping, I will. I'll let it hit stop or fall through lower. If it keeps chopping though, for like I'll give it like 5 more minutes. Big God, big blessings. I ain't worried about nothing, girl. Why you stressing? It looks cooked, chat. It looks cooked. Today's ass, bro. Sometimes there's gonna be days like this, unfortunately. You see how price is annoying today though? I'm not gonna FOMO. I'm not gonna over risk. I'm not gonna try and make it back after this. I can acknowledge price is annoying. I can acknowledge that my brain's fried or whatever, but I'm not gonna act on it. The downside is managed. We walk out of today with a -2R at the absolute worst. And it's a SHIT day. Big God, big blessings. I ain't worried about nothing, girl. Why you stressing? Back together. Sound like Tetris. Came through in the hardest time. Trying to get a white. Treat it so nice. Looks cooked, chat. Probably -2R day. That's our max loss day. This is literally the first. I think this is the first stream. Yeah, it is. This is the first stream we've had -2R in the last however long we've been live trading. 35 days. I think it's been more than a month now. This will be our first -2R day. Pretty good if you ask me. It's gonna happen though. Honestly, we probably could have walked out green too if we longed that first long, the flip up. This is straight chop, chat. 5-minute busy form and we look cooked. We look cooked. But it is chop, so you never know. It is chop. You never know if it wants to just slam back down for no reason. We have no intention though. Try to play a base hit into these lows, thought we could at least get break even. Chop. Looks cooked. GG's, chat. -2R. We'll go into tomorrow. We just need 1 win to get it back. 1 base hit tomorrow. Beautiful 1 hour. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Can't out trade bad price. Shout out Lanto. That's a good quote. That is very much facts. Sometimes price is bad. That's why we manage risk. Can't preach it enough. Five-minute gap in 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Price is now creating a bullish 5-minute gap. Not ideal. I'd rather this go stop than chop for another 3 hours because my brain's fried. Like either run my stop or run me to BE. Just don't chop me in this range for 3 hours, please, bro. Just don't do this. Don't want that. Either get me out or follow through. The last thing we want is to stare at chop for 4 hours. What is that wig, dog? Bro, what is price, dog? Bro, what are these wicks? It's every candle. You get a follow through down. Wick. Do the wick. Ready? Another wick coming. We know it's coming, chat. Look at this follow through down. This needs a fat wick. It needs a fat wick, chat. We can't do this without wicking this all the way back up. Not on a Monday. Wick it. Just do it. I know you're gonna do it. This is such a joke. You just gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh, chat. I'm about to fall asleep for real. Wicket. I know it's coming. Go ahead, wick it up. Do it. Push it up. It's so ass, bro. Chat, you guys see me losing my sanity live on stream. This is what happens when you stare at chop for 2 hours. Actually, it's been 3.5. It's been 3 hours. It's basically been, it's approaching 3 hours. Let it fall right now. Let your kingdom come. Let it fall right now. It's a war in the city. It's a war outside. TradingView data is so delayed. Like if you look at like an actual live data feed, it's so much faster. But it doesn't really matter for how I trade. If you're like scalping or you're really into the lower time frame and that tight 1 point scalp stuff really defines your trading, then you need better. I wouldn't recommend executing on TradingView. It's so slow. Bro, this price is so bad, bro. It's a war outside, loose spread lies. It's a war in the mind. Let it fall right now. It's a war in the city. It's a war right now. This is so bad, bro. You just gotta laugh. You're getting straight chopped in a blender. This is banana POV. Banana in a blender POV right now. This is what it feels like to be a fruit inside of a blender. We're literally in a ninja right now. Fruit POV. Looks like it's waiting for a tweet, bro. We literally just need Trump to say some crazy bearish stuff. This is so bad, bro. Ninja Creamy. Yeah, no, we're actually fruit POV, chat. It's either that or we print this out and put it on a product. Stop and shop. What's the discount from this? It's got to be like 10%. It's so deceiving today too, because it looks like we're really doing much, but we're not. Like it or at least it feels like we've done stuff, but we haven't really done nothing and achieved nothing this entire day besides range to set up the daily candle tomorrow. That's how Mondays go. I'm losing sanity by the second. The difference between me and most traders though, chat, is I'll lose sanity, I'll be self-aware of it, and I won't make any decisions based on that, right? I can be self-aware and say that price is annoying and I'm losing mental capital today, but I'm not going to make more decisions after this because of that. I'm going to walk away from the charts regardless of this outcome because I know this trade just depleted me of everything I had left for the day. You just have to know when to fold them. Price is bad. My brain is fried from today. I'm off after this. And then tomorrow we'll come back, we'll attack again. Whether this BEs, hit stop, or win, we're off. ICT says never ever trade lunch hour. Respectfully, bro, I do not care. Not to be a jerk. It's just facts. My data says nothing is wrong with lunch hour. If I make money through lunch hour, I'm trading lunch hour. Not to be a jerk, it's just facts. I respectfully do not care what ICT says. I don't care what anyone says. It sounds crazy, it sounds conceited, it sounds ignorant. All I care about is my data. If I make money at a certain time, if I make money on a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, do not care what the best trader in the world says, because that's his trading and that's his strat. Yeah, I'm reading your comment. I'm not mad at you. I'm not dissing you. I'm just saying I respectfully do not care about what anyone else is doing. That's no ego. It's just because I know that everything that I need is within my data. If I make money through lunch hour, I trade lunch hour. If I make money on a Monday, I trade Mondays. There's a lot of people on Twitter that'll be like, bro, why do people trade Mondays? Like, why would you ever trade Mondays? I trade Mondays because my data tells me I make money on Mondays. Right? I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's just frustrating. That's a big thing in the space, guys. That's a big thing in the space. Why does everyone trade Mondays? They suck. Well, if you make money on Monday, trade Monday. Why does everyone trade lunch hour? It's always dead. If you make money through lunch hour, trade lunch hour. If you lose money based on your data through lunch hour, don't trade lunch hour. I'm on a rant, but it's facts. Should you be E? I'm BE at this low. I could be E to ease myself out of this, to get myself out of this. You might be onto something, Michael. Even if this pops up, it's chop. It probably will pop up and be E. I just don't want to be in this trade anymore. Respectfully, I don't want to. My brain's fried. So we are BE. I like that. Generally, I'd wait for these lows, chat, to BE, but this is straight chop dookie price, and my brain's fried. As you can tell by me just going on a rant there. I'm just not in it. We'll take risk off. I'm off after this, regardless. I'm irritated. I'm tired. I want food. Price is bad. In longs because of you. Good luck, brother. Keep fading me. Fade me for the last month. You'll probably be down 20R. Oh. You lost a lot of money fading me the last month. We're risk-free on the short now, chat. I'm off after this, so our worst case for the rest of the day is the -1. Want to see these lows go. Bro said in longs because of you. It's crazy. If this is PT, bro, you better be ready to get put on blast. That's all I have to say. I'm risk-free now, so my worst case is a BE. You better be ready to get cooked if this hits PT, dog. I'm putting you on the big screen. You gotta stand on business if you're gonna fade me. But yeah, nah, we're risk free. This is very choppy price. If I wasn't already on like in a short, I wouldn't be putting anything on in this. Right? Don't delete the comment, bro. I'm already about to screenshot it. If this runs the TP and sells, you better stand on business, man. But either way, chat, we're BE and we're off after this trade. Very bad price. I'd like to see these lows go. Love don't love like that. We gotta survive the chop. We're a little premature on our BE, chat. But price is just bad and I'm tired. I'm just tired of price. I'm tired of it. So I'm trying to be out. Run to PT, you take me out BE. It's fine. Love don't love like that. Love don't love like that. Bro, your long's getting fried. Whose man's is this? Bro's long got cooked, bro. Risk free. Chat, if you're in the short and you're holding through this garbage, we are risk free. Bro's long for sure got cooked. I don't love like that. Holy chop, bro. Watch this pump. Watch this pump right back up. Straight chop. 5-minute Sibbies now, chat. We got to survive a retracement into that. Nice short. It's all right. It's a C setup. I'm mentally depleted. We got to survive a retracement into the Sibby, chat. Otherwise, we're out. Definitely off after this trade, regardless of outcome. My brain is fried. We've been live through chat for 3 hours. I still got to do stuff today, too. I'm gonna need to go touch some grass, get some sun for real. Give the dog some pets. I'm gonna give some good pets to my dog. Touch some grass. Looking forward to it after this session. Bro, people in chat are mad funny, like the haters and stuff. Or the people that try to tell me how to trade. Just go watch the streams, bro. Look at the win rate throughout. Look at the win rate throughout the last 40 days of streaming. Fading is not ideal. I lose trades. Obviously, I'm going to lose trades. But in the aggregate over a large period of time, fading our trades is going to lose you money. There's no edge. What are you talking about? Like, why are you trying to fade? Our win rate's like 65, 70 with 2R. Not with 1R, with 2R. Why are you trying to fade that? You want to win 30% of the time? Be my guest. You better milk those runners. You better get more than 3R on those fades then, brother. Because you're probably running a 30% win rate fading. %30 win rate fading, you're gonna need more than 2R. You're gonna need 2.5, 3R on every win. Good luck, brother. We gotta survive a retracement into the Sibi if it happens, chat. It might bounce off these lows too. There's the lows. Holy Spirit, come into my life. Holy Spirit, come into my life. You guys gotta enjoy the singing, man. I know it's good. It's part of the experience on stream. All right, I think this validates. I think that move from where he said make it better, you're my treasure. Dude said it on like this candle. Chat. Zerdy, where are you, bro? You're definitely not still in the long. He said it on like this candle. Bro. He definitely got stopped on that. We'll see if we hit PT or not. We swept the lows now, chat, so we might come up here off these lows here. That was our BE for a reason, chat, right? So this is where we wanted to be risk-free at. Might see a retracement off these lows. Hopefully we close through. The next lows are NQ right here we just took out. Yeah, so there's a decent chance. Is this ice now? What's ice? There's a good chance this pops up off this. Oh, no doubt he got stopped. Yeah, for sure. Send that man to the gulag. Get that man on my chat. You fade respectfully, chat. If you fade me in the chat, I'm putting you on blast when it loses. If you can like, if you want to talk and your trade wins and you fade me, congrats. You can talk your smack to me too. Like, that's fine. You won't make money doing that over time. If it happens and you fade me on a trade and it works, go ahead and talk your smack. I'm all fair game. But if you put it in the chat, you better stand on business and be ready to get flamed. If you dish it, you gotta take it. That's the game. We're risk-free though, chat. We might see a pop off these lows. It makes a lot of sense to pop off these lows, chat. What do we got? Range, right? So when we hit a range external, this range low, swing low, probably see retracement. Makes a lot of sense to pop up off this low now. Only people with a stop loss lose. I mean, that is true. He's not wrong. He's not wrong, chat. You can't lose if you don't realize. You can't lose if you don't realize a loss. I guess you technically could just. I mean, eventually you're gonna get margin called or whatever. If you're with props, you're gonna hit drawdown. You're gonna be forced to realize the loss. But yeah, now this pop-up makes sense off the lows. We might get BE'd if this pushes hard. Both ES and Q swept their range low. Probably pop up. We got to survive a push up here. There's the Sibi right here. Worst case, we BE, chat. That's why that area right here is our BE, because that's the area we expect to pop from. Right, is this ICT now? Yeah, I trade ICT concepts, just model. I trade a simplified version of ICT. I've been trading since 2019. I started trading ICT in 2021, end of 2021. Simplified it into my own model. ICT logic though, fair value gaps and liquidity. I'm in a O. Know who you are. OUS. I don't understand ICT. Essentially, you want to know what the fundamental logic is? It's that price is always either seeking liquidity or offering fair value, aka price is always either retracing into a price leg or seeking liquidity resting on the outside. That's like the core logic. For me, fair value gaps and liquidity is all I need. Everything else is noise. I don't worry about order blocks. I don't worry about mitigation blocks. I don't worry about breaker blocks. I don't worry about unicorns. I don't worry about propulsion blocks. I don't worry about I'll keep going, bro. There's so many things. All I care about is liquidity and swing points. Liquidity and fair value gaps. So swing points and fair value gaps. That gives me market structure. It gives me intention around price where buyers and sellers step in. It gives me targets. It gives me clear draws and liquidity to trade towards. Like, I have everything I need through what I do, and it's very simple. So if you're confused by ICT, I recommend checking out my content and my streams, because I trade a very simplified version. Bro, WTF, you still trading? Yeah, unfortunately. My brain's fried, bro. My brain's actually fried. We're risk-free. I'm off after this trade, regardless of the outcome. I don't care. My brain's cooked. These type of days suck the mental capital out of you, and I still have to film videos after this. But these type of days are parasites to your mental capital. It's very important to be self-aware about it. I'm not going to keep trading after this. My brain's fried. If I try to keep trading after this, I'm going to make bad decisions and lose money. This trade was fine. It's in chop, or that's why we're tighter with the BE. We're risk-free because we took out the lows. Either way, regardless of outcome, we're off. Partial at these lows would have been what? Partial at the lows would have been a 1. No, it would have been less than a 1. We got to survive this pump up. Oh, it would have been a 1. I guess we could have partialed lows. I have tons of videos on my YouTube, man. Check out the videos on my YouTube. I have beautiful videos on my YouTube. Humbly, I think that the way that I explain things is very, very good. Obviously, I'm not trying to like glaze myself, but I think the way that I present information on my YouTube videos is very, very powerful. The comment section, they love the videos, the YouTube videos. I receive very few ever, if ever, negative comments about the YouTube content. I just think it's presented in a really digestible way. A lot of people overcomplicate it. Saying I trade from ifvgs after sweep of liquidity into higher time frame gaps. Yeah, I trade gaps, right? So I use inversion entries and I use what I call order flow flip entry. Essentially what that means is I trade the low risk stage of market maker models. If you want to make it sound complex and fancy, I trade the low risk stage of market maker models. Do you use any ICT indicators? I have my own indicator for my model. Code it out. This is my harmony indicator. Now I don't use that to signal getting in a trade. I use price action, put trades on. I use price action to know when to put risk on. I use the indicator to mark out session highs and lows. It also does auto SMT, but I gotta fix it. So the indicator just helps things that I'm already doing. Like the indicator will mark out inversions. It'll mark out gaps. It'll mark out SMT between ES and NQ. What I want to build into it also is just like relative strength and weakness, but it's not going to give you signals to trade. I don't think that anything like that someone's selling is going to make you money. The discretion is important. We got to survive this pop or we're going to be break even and off. I got a limit order now for that trade. I trust you. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I only liked it before this low went. Now that this low went, we might just consolidate in here. That's why I'm risk off. So I wouldn't recommend, if you get in the trades with me, bro, you want to take them when I enter, because the logic in my trading is I'm getting break even. My risk is going to be off by these areas that cause reaction. So I expected this low to cause a pop, hence why I'm trying to be risk free by it. So I wouldn't take an entry now. I wouldn't want to be in this now. You want to be risk off by this. That's why I'm break even. We're going to take the BE, bro. Price is ass today. We popped off the lows. We popped off the lows, chat. BE most likely incoming right here. Price is bad. It's consolidating. That's why our risk-free area is this low, chat, because this is where we expect that pop. We got to survive this gap, and this has to come back down. That's a crazy-ass candle if this wicks. But our risk-free, we BE off areas that we expect a reaction. We BE off areas that we expect price to want to come up off against our trade. So if price is going to come back up and consolidate and go to stop or go against this trade, it would be from that low. Hence why it's the break-even area. I don't just break even off field, chat. I break even off the market. Everything I do is determined by the market levels. The market doesn't care that I have 2R at this low, right? It just, that's the low that I want to be out at. The market doesn't care that this is, whatever this is my level. Like, it's like whatever. I think this is a 1R BE. I don't BE there just to BE there. I BE there because I expect the market to respect that level. I didn't really explain that well, but the point is, the market price action determines my decisions, nothing else. Not the P&L, not the risk to reward, the market levels. We consolidate, sell down into these lows. This is where buyers might step in and go against our trade. That's why I'm risk off here. We broke even a little bit early just to get it off because the price is bad. If this is gonna not be ES, chat, you gotta see this flip now. Otherwise this comes in BE. That's insane luck. If this comes down and hits PT, chat, I'm not gonna lie, we got mad lucky. This has to flip. It has to flip this gap or it's GG's. Like, it has to flip it now. If it doesn't flip the gap in the next 2 minutes, it's a BE. Either way, fine with that trade. That was a C setup. We're risk free. We'll just take a BE when it comes up. We got to see this flip the gap like soon. Do you use VWAP? I don't use VWAP. I know volume weighted average price in the indicator. A lot of people swear by it. I obviously know of and respect VWAP. I don't think that anything is way like, I'm not in the camp of ICT is better than everyone and nothing can have edge and you better use ICT or you're gonna suck at trading. I'm not that type of person. I believe you can find edge in many ways, but the only way to find edge, no matter what concept, no matter what you use, VWAP, ICT, supply and demand, patterns, the only way to find edge is through chart time, through repetition, through data, through experience and discretion. I don't have edge with ICT because it's magic, chat. I have edge because I've looked at price since 2019 until now every single day, and I probably didn't touch grass enough. Like, that's really what it is. That's the reality. Also, if this flips, we might be looking good. Right? Like we said, this has to flip now. If it doesn't flip now, it's a B. But yeah, no matter what concepts you use, guys, you gotta put the work in. It's data, it's refinement, it's chart time, it's constant looking at charts and getting better and better. That's why when people tell me something in the chat, in terms of my strategy or changing things, why do you trade lunch? Why do you trade Mondays? I always tell them respectfully, I don't care, bro. I do what my data tells me to do. I have data that supports what I'm doing. If I make money on a Monday, or if I make money trading lunch hour, I'm gonna trade lunch hour. If I lose money on Mondays, or I lose money trading lunch hour, then I won't trade them. We're talking about in the aggregate, not just on one specific day. Trading is so difficult, chat, because you can make money on Monday for 2 weeks straight, but over 100 Mondays, do you actually make money? Because if you don't, then you shouldn't trade Mondays. It's about making the right decisions in the aggregate over a large sample size. And Few people understand that, especially newer traders. Like, here's an example, chat. We might have a week that's choppy, and we take 3 trades in a row. Three trades in a row that get break-evened and then go all the way to PT. Does that mean I'm just going to stop break-evening? Like, am I just going to stop moving stops break-even because 3 trades got break-even? Or am I going to zoom out, look at it over a large sample size of trades, and see that the break-even actually makes me more money? Right? It doesn't matter if 3 trades out of that sample size got break-even in a row. If I make more money break-evening my trades, you want to keep break-evening the trades. So it's about understanding in the aggregate, what is the right decision? What's the most plus EV way of doing things over a large sample size of trades, not just 1 week. Because variance will kill you. If you get too zoomed in and you focus on variance, you're going to be like over optimizing things. That's my rant. Michael, a few of my boys asked me about strategies. I told them to check you out. You have great content. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I put a lot of time into the long form. I haven't been doing it lately because it is very, like, it takes time. And I'm really focused on streaming and trading live. And the truth is, guys, when I'm done trading, I'm pretty, like, mentally depleted, especially after days like today. We've had more chop lately. I'm pretty mentally depleted after trading. So it's hard for me to just want to go in and make a bunch of YouTube videos. Like, I want to touch grass and enjoy my day. You trade full time? Yes, sir. I trade full time and I do social media. Trade props and I make content, man. We're above buffer on our lucid, so we should be hopefully working towards a lucid payout soon, chat. We just gotta have a decent week. If we have a bad week, we have a bad week, man. And just take good trades, chat. If you focus on the process every single day and you take good trades with edge, then the numbers can play. The fact that we didn't get break even there, chat, is very fortunate. How long have you been trading? I've been trading since 2019. How long did it take you to turn the corner? Bro, it took me like 3 years. It took me a while. It took me like 3 years. I was break even after 2 years, and then it took me like a whole year of being break even to start being slightly profitable. It just like compounds and compounds. You get better and better and better. It's like you lose money, you lose money, you lose money. Now you're finally break even. That's like the big achievement, to be a break even 0 EV trader. Then finally, once you get break even, you have all this extra refining and data to do to now move from break even to that threshold of making money. Now you move into the threshold of slightly making money, and then it's just more optimizing, refining, and learning, and getting more edge and getting more chart time and learning what works and what doesn't over a large sample size and collecting data. And then finally you start to make decent money, and then you leverage it with prop. So that's where I'm at. I'm trading a crap ton of fundeds on a copier. I stack base hits and the numbers work. There's a reason you guys don't see, like, if you look at a lot of traders that actually milk prop and pull a lot of money out of prop, do you see a lot of traders trading high R milking prop? The answer is no, because it's not mathematically optimal. The optimal way to trade prop and get payouts more consistently is to trade lower R, get base hits, and let the trade copier do the work, because you can get access to a lot of leverage for a couple $1,000s. If I pay a couple $1,000 and I pass a bunch of fundeds, I can pull a lot of money out of prop just by stacking base hits and running a copier. I need your loving to keep me together. What do you think trading content that says here's how you become? It's cap, bro. Yeah, it's extremely misleading. It's cap. They're lying to you. You're not going to, bro. You're not going to unless your dad works at a hedge fund and he just gives you the sauce. Like, and even then you probably will still lose money because you're not going to be able to follow his edge and manage the risk well and be disciplined enough and do all the things that you need to do. So unless he just gives you a proprietary trading algorithm that makes his firm money or whatever, which is probably worth billions of dollars, you're not going to make money in the first 3 months. It won't happen. You won't. Sorry. The people that say that are cap. If you can come into trading and the very first thing that happens is you're given an edge with positive expected value that should, you know, give you positive expectancy and you should make money over a long period of time. Like, it's tried and true. You have data, you know you have edge with this strategy, and you will still be unprofitable with it for however long it takes you to learn how to trade, because it's way more than just having edge. Most people don't have edge. Like, most people are minus EV. But when they do have edge, they don't let it play. They dull it. They don't manage risk. It's all these things. There's so many moving parts to trading. Just having edge is like the first. You need edge before anything else, and then after that it's risk management, psychology, discipline, following rules, being consistent with how you view price, process oriented, right? It's so many. Bro, it's not easy. Then you finally start to figure those things out. Now you're like 0 EV break even. Then from there, now you're optimizing to be even more, you know, profitable with what you're doing. Now you're finally getting there to B plus EV. That's what it takes. You think it'll go all the way down? I think we can come to these lows now that we flipped. I thought we were gonna come up BE. It missed my BE by a tick, chat. This will be a very lucky trade if this comes down. The fact that it missed the BE by a tick is very fortunate. Calculated. It's what I meant to do. You should come down to these lows and I'm out. Lord help me fix my gaze upon the cross. It takes much longer than that for psychology. Yep. Psychology is a whole battle itself. It is indeed, my brother. It is indeed. But the thing is, a lot of people equate psychology to making money. No, if you don't have edge, you can have perfect psychology. You'll still lose money. I don't care if you have a picture perfect psychology, man. If you don't have edge, it don't matter. That's the truth. I like this to come down to the lows, chat. Where's the dude that took the longs? Because I'm in a short. Chat, where is he? He's not in the chat anymore. Crazy how that happens. He's coincidentally not in the chat anymore. Are we surprised? How should I? Let's keep it up there while we hit PT. That'd be fun. Hey bro, if you're gonna fade me in the chat openly, you gotta stand on business, man. I'm sorry, you got to. You gotta stand on business. Like, if you're gonna do it, you better stand on it, man. Respectfully. You gotta stand on business. Come on, chat. We earned this green, man. We earned this green. Erdy, where are you, brother? Chat. Erdy, man. I'm sorry. Get this dude out of here, bro. Come on, chat. We earned this green. We earned it. We earned it. We fought today. We really fought for this today, chat. We fought for it today, chat. Oh, that feels good. I'm gonna be honest. That one feels good. That one feels good. Today's delivery was terrible. We stuck to the short bias. We waited for the next model. We took a loss offside at the beginning of the day. We fought for it through some bad delivery. We're getting flamed in the chat for being short. Dude's in longs because of us. Get him out of here, man. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're out full. 2R. Closing the day green. We fought for that one. It feels good, man. That mental capital was getting drained. I mean, I'm very drained mentally after today. We had to fight. Today was a fight. That's why the logo's a night now, chat. That's why this is the logo, because every day is a fight. It really is. Every day's a fight with the devil's schemes. Every day's a fight of the charts. We're out at these lows. It might buy back up now, but I like lower for the rest of the week, chat. We have the daily gap forming tomorrow, so hopefully tomorrow we'll see a good push up. Sting into that daily Sibby, then we drop. But today was a fight, man. Feels good. Feels good to get that one. Those type of days feel the best. It's not even about being green. It's about following the rules and trading the model and fighting through adversity. Because not every day is going to be easy. But yeah, I'm going to touch grass, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned something today. Hopefully you guys can see the way that I carry myself after a loser. How I deal with bad price. How I'm self-aware when I'm tilted, when I'm annoyed, when I'm depleted. These things are important to be able to do, because if you're not self-aware about how you feel at the charts, you're going to make decisions based on it. If you're not self-aware that you're tilted, if you're not self-aware that you're depleted, if you're not self-aware about these things that affect your trading, they're gonna creep in and they're gonna affect your consistency. Right, I was very self-aware with you guys that I'm depleted today. I'm not taking another trade regardless of the outcome of this trade. Now I will say, chat, we got very, very fortunate with that not hitting break even. Probably one of the more lucky trades we've had. It missed break even by a tick, chat. But hey, man, good day. Bad day of price. Objectively bad price delivery today. But we fought. But yeah, man, expect longs to step in off these lows most likely, and tomorrow we'll see how we look. Good day. We fought for it. Hopefully you guys learned something today, man, and appreciate you guys, man. God bless. Spend some time today. I'm gonna read the Bible. I gotta read some of the word, and I have more work to do. So yeah, man, today was a fight, but appreciate you guys, man. Have a good rest of the day.